Hire the best process server in Midwest City, Oklahoma, as you find the best private investigation agency in Midwest City, Oak.
There are so many circumstances in life which require the services of a process server in Midwest City, Oklahoma at a private investigation agency in Midwest City, OK. Have you ever considered why you might truly need a dually licensed and amazing process server in Midwest City and private detective in Midwest City at a private investigation agency in Midwest City? Unless you have ever faced a real personal and legal crisis, you have not given much thought to why you might have to hire a process server in Midwest City, Oklahoma, and private investigator in Midwest City, Oak at a Midwest City, Oak private investigation agency. The following is a partial list of reasons why you will find that hiring a process server in Midwest City, Oak, and a private detective in Midwest City, Oklahoma at a Midwest City, Oklahoma private investigation agency particularly helpful. Asterisk criminal investigations in Oklahoma by a process server in Midwest City, Oklahoma, and private investigator in Midwest City, Oklahoma at our private investigation agency in Midwest City, Oklahoma. Asterisk Oklahoma cheating spouse cases by a Midwest City process server and Midwest City private investigator had a Midwest City private detective agency. Asterisk Oklahoma death penalty criminal investigations by a licensed process server in Midwest City, Oak, and private investigator in Midwest City, Oak at our private detective agency in Midwest City, Oak. Asterisk workmen's compensation cases in Edmond, Oklahoma by a Midwest City, Oklahoma process server or licensed private investigator in Midwest City at a Midwest City private investigation agency. Asterisk murder, post-murder criminal investigations in Oklahoma by a process server in Midwest City and a private detective in Midwest City at a private detective agency in Midwest City. Asterisk burglary and robbery investigations in Midwest City, Oak by a process server in Midwest City, Oklahoma, and private investigator in Midwest City, Oklahoma at a private investigation agency in Midwest City, Oklahoma. Asterisk child custody cases in Midwest City by a process server in Midwest City, Oak, and private investigation agency in Midwest City, Oak at a private detective agency in Midwest City, Oak. Asterisk insurance fraud and other criminal fraud cases in Midwest City, Oklahoma by a process server in Midwest City and private detective in Midwest City at our private detective agency in Midwest City. Asterisk intelligence gathering and counterintelligence prevention in Oklahoma by a Midwest City process server and Midwest City private investigator at our Midwest City private investigation agency. Asterisk sweeps for bugs, listening devices, visual recording video camera devices, and tracking devices in Midwest City, Oklahoma by a process server in Midwest City, Oak, and private investigator in Midwest City, Oak at our private investigation agency in Midwest City, Oak. Asterisk general surveillance in Midwest City, Oklahoma by a licensed process server in Midwest City and private detective in Midwest City at our private detective agency in Midwest City. Asterisk catfishing cheating spouses, boyfriends, girlfriends, and partners, and romance scheme scammer private investigations in Midwest City. Oak by a process server in Midwest City, Oak and licensed private investigator in Midwest City, Oak at our private investigation agency. Asterisk missing persons private investigations in Midwest City, Oklahoma by a licensed process server in Midwest City, Oak and private investigator in Midwest City, Oak at our private detective agency in Midwest City, Oak. Asterisk nationwide skip tracing by a licensed process server in Midwest City, skip tracer in Midwest City, Oak, and private detective in Midwest City at our Midwest City, Oak private detective agency. Asterisk any other criminal investigations in Midwest City, Oklahoma, and Midwest City civil investigations by a Midwest City, Oak process server and Midwest City, Oak private investigator at our Midwest City, Oak private investigation agency. Of course, our process server in Midwest City and private investigator in Midwest City clients always have other questions for our process servers in Midwest City and private investigators in Midwest City at our private investigation agency in Midwest City. Therefore, Dr. Michaela Saramosing and the other licensed process servers in Midwest City and private investigators in Midwest City at our private detective agency in Midwest City also proffer the following questions and answers FAQs about our process serving in Midwest City, Oklahoma, and private investigations in Midwest City, OK.
What is a dually licensed process server in Midwest City, Oak, and private investigator in Midwest City, Oak, at your private investigation agency in Midwest City, Oak?
Someone who is licensed as a process server in Midwest City, Oklahoma by the state of Oklahoma is authorized to serve court papers and other legal documents upon individuals, businesses, and governmental agencies. While Oklahoma sadly does not require any special training to become licensed as a process server in Oklahoma, there are other requirements such as being at least 18 years of age, having a clean criminal record, and being a lawful resident of Oklahoma for at least 6 months prior to applying for your Oklahoma process server license. While serving as an Oklahoma process server is often a thankless and sometimes a dangerous legal profession, a career as someone with a dual license as a process server in Midwest City and private detective in Midwest City, Oak can also prove to be fun, exciting, and extremely lucrative. Those who genuinely enjoy process serving in Midwest City, Oak, and private investigations in Midwest City, and who are honest, hardworking, and fun to work with often end up staying with our company for many years as a Midwest City process server and Midwest City private investigator. Interested in a professional career as a licensed process server in Midwest City and private investigator in Midwest City at our private detective agency in Midwest City, OK. Dr. Michaela Saramosing and our other process servers in Midwest City and private detectives in Midwest City at our private investigation agency in Midwest City. Oak would love to hear from you.
What types of clients do the dually licensed process servers in Midwest City, Oak, and private investigators in Midwest City, Oak, at your private investigation agency in Midwest City, Oak, usually help?
Our dually licensed process servers in Midwest City and private investigators in Midwest at our private detective agency in Midwest City often help a diverse variety of process serving clients in Oklahoma. These process serving in Oklahoma clients include, but are not limited to, the following: asterisk attorneys law firms, asterisk individuals, asterisk businesses, asterisk governmental agencies, asterisk nonprofit agencies, asterisk anyone who needs our help. Please give Dr. Michaela Saramosing and her team of dually licensed Midwest City, Oklahoma process servers and Midwest City, Oklahoma at her Midwest City, Oklahoma private detective agency the chance to show you why our dually licensed process servers in Midwest City, Oak, has better dually licensed process servers in Midwest City and private investigators in Midwest City.
What are the types of legal documents that your dually licensed Midwest City, Oak, process servers in Midwest City, Oak, private investigators at your Midwest City, Oak, private investigation agency serve upon defendants, respondents, plaintiffs?
Our dually licensed process servers in Midwest City, Oklahoma, and private investigators in Midwest City, Oklahoma at our private detective agency in Midwest City, Oklahoma proudly serve all the following types of legal documents for our private investigation agency in Midwest City. Oak's process serving in Midwest City. Asterisk subpoenas. Asterisk indirect contempt citations. Asterisk small claims affidavits and orders. Asterisk child custody cases. Asterisk eviction cases. Asterisk home office property foreclosures. Asterisk debit collection cases. Asterisk divorce cases. Asterisk victim protection orders, VPOs. Asterisk notices to pay or quit. Asterisk letters of termination of employment rental agreement. Asterisk petitions for replevin. Asterisk all civil rights case documents. Asterisk temporary restraining orders, TROs. Asterisk hearings on assets. Asterisk gender marker name change petitions. Asterisk demand letters. Asterisk much more.
Is working as a duly licensed process server in Midwest City and private investigator in Midwest City at your private detective agency in Midwest City a dangerous profession?
Yes, anyone wanting to begin work as a licensed process server in Midwest City and or as a licensed private detective in Midwest City at our private investigation agency in Midwest City should fully understand that, while fun and exciting, the fields of process serving in Midwest City, Oak and private investigations in Midwest City, Oak are extremely dangerous. Do not take Dr. Michaela Saramosing's word for it, though. One Logan County, Oklahoma Sheriff's deputy lost his happy life serving an eviction notice in 2017. The person who murdered the sheriff's deputy was not even the individual the deputy had come there to evict. The courts sentenced the murderer to life in prison without parole, but the deputy was dead and his family still suffers badly because of it. In Tulsa, a weirdo named Chris Barnett shot and wounded a process server in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He did it for fun, and the person who shot the process server in Tulsa, Oak, was also deranged in the head. The shooter will not see the outside of a prison for over 30 years, if ever. Most of the time, dually licensed process servers in Midwest City and private investigators in Midwest City at our private detective agency in Midwest City have absolutely no issues while process serving and conducting private investigations in Midwest City. Okay. However, anyone wishing to obtain a license as an Oklahoma process server or private investigator in Oklahoma should be aware of the associated risks of tremendous harm or even death that could happen to a dually licensed process server in Midwest City, Oklahoma, and private investigator in Midwest City, Oklahoma at our private detective agency in Midwest City, Oklahoma.
Duly licensed process servers in Midwest City, Oklahoma, and private investigators in Midwest City, Oklahoma at your private investigation agency in Midwest City, Oklahoma make a meaningful difference in the lives of others with their process serving in Midwest City and private investigations in Midwest City?
Yes, Midwest City process servers and Midwest City private investigators at our Midwest City private detective agency make an incredibly meaningful difference in the lives of other people. Indeed, the mere fact that someone has an extremely difficult legal situation that requires a dually licensed process server in Midwest City and private investigator in Midwest City, Oak, is tough enough. Our clients might be property owners with tenants who are tearing up their homes, or they could be individuals who have someone stalking and beating them. An employer may have fired them because of their race or because they are transgender, and they are suing them for damages and need help getting good serve of process via a dually licensed Midwest City, Oak process server and Midwest City, Oak private investigator at a Midwest City, Oak private detective agency. Indeed, there could be many reasons why someone is going through such a stressful situation. Our process servers in Midwest City and private detectives in Midwest City at our private detective agency in Midwest City attempt to ease the stress and pain of the legal process. By offering our years of experience, extensive knowledge, extremely low prices, outstanding customer service and support, and with our very caring hearts and positive attitudes, our clients benefits greatly and have often cried tears of joy, have hugged us, and have even jumped into our arms and kissed us. Yes, this actually happened once because they were so happy and relieved that our dually licensed Midwest City, Oklahoma process servers and Midwest City, Oklahoma private investigators at our Midwest City, Oklahoma private investigation agency obtained good service. Dually licensed Midwest City, Oak process servers and Midwest City, Oak private investigators at our Midwest City, Oak private investigation agency have their rough days with process serving in Midwest City and private investigations in Midwest City. Sure, they do. Of course, one can find that in any profession. Overall, though, our dually licensed process servers in Midwest City, Oak and private detectives in Midwest City, Oak at our private detective agency in Midwest City, Oak seem pretty content with the work they do and the difference they make in the lives of those we serve.
How does someone become a dually licensed process server in Midwest City, Oklahoma, and private detective in Midwest City, Oklahoma?
Becoming a licensed process server in the state of Oklahoma with our private detective agency in Midwest City, Oklahoma is easy. There are only a few requirements an individual must first meet to become a process server in Oklahoma at our private investigation agency in Oklahoma. Those requirements are as follows. The person wanting to apply for a process server license in Oklahoma must be at least 18 years of age. The individual seeking an Oklahoma process server license must be of sound moral character. Yes, Oklahoma is weird. The applicant for an Oklahoma process server license must have been a resident of Oklahoma for at least the past six months. The process server license in Oklahoma applicant must not have any bad misdemeanors like those for abuse, assault, fraud, or dishonesty. The person wanting to apply for an Oklahoma process server license must also be legally authorized to work in the United States of America. Does this sound like you? Think you qualify? Great! Please see the question and answer below for how to apply for your very own Oklahoma process server license. You may also contact Dr. Michaela Saramosing or one of the other dually licensed process servers in Midwest City, private investigators in Midwest City, skip tracers in Midwest City, Oklahoma for more information.
How does an individual apply for a process server in Oklahoma license so they can work as a process server in Midwest City? Vote for your private detective agency in Midwest City, Oklahoma.
To apply for an Oklahoma process server license, an individual must complete the following steps. 1. An applicant to become a licensed process server must fill out an Oklahoma process server license application form at any district court clerk's office in Oklahoma. 2. A person seeking to obtain a process server license in Oklahoma must secure two passport photos from a place such as Walgreens, CVS, or FedEx office. 3. Anyone applying to become a licensed process server in Oklahoma must also obtain a $5,000 process server bond as an Oklahoma process server. 4. Anyone seeking to apply to become a licensed Oklahoma process server must publish notice in a legal paper like the Journal Record. 5. Fill out an employment application to work as a licensed Oklahoma process server at our private investigation agency in Midwest City, Oklahoma. Think you have what it takes to become a process server in Oklahoma? Great. If you qualify to become an Oklahoma process server, then please complete the application steps to becoming a process server in Oklahoma as mentioned above. Please then email your completed employment application as an Oklahoma process server to Dr. Michaela Saramosing for consideration.
What is a nationwide criminal background check, and do the dually licensed process servers in Midwest City and private detectives in Midwest City at your private investigation agency in Midwest City conduct criminal background checks in Midwest City, Oklahoma?
A nationwide criminal background investigation should always include a national criminal background check report on an individual. These national criminal background checks include a person's criminal record and other civil history. A criminal background check in Oklahoma is something that Dr. Michaela Saramosing or any other dually licensed process server in Midwest City, skip tracer in Midwest City, Oklahoma, and private investigator in Midwest City at our private investigation agency can run for you with just a small amount of information.
Who would want to get a criminal background check in Oklahoma on another person, and why?
There are many types of clients who approach Dr. Michaela Saramosing and our other dually licensed process servers in Midwest City, Oklahoma, and private detectives in Midwest City from our Midwest City Private Detective Agency seeking a nationwide criminal background search on an individual. Some of these clients who seek a nationwide criminal background report on another person from a licensed Midwest City, OK process server in Midwest City, OK private investigator at our Midwest City Private Investigation Agency include, but are not limited to, the following. Asterisk employers doing due diligence on potential employees with a nationwide criminal background check. Asterisk schools investigating potential future students with a nationwide criminal background check. Asterisk romantic partners wanting to learn more about their boyfriends, girlfriends, non-binary partners, etc., with a criminal background check in Oklahoma. Asterisk landlords investigating potential renters with an Oklahoma criminal background check. Asterisk government agencies performing background checks on police officers, agents, and suspects with a nationwide criminal background check. Asterisk parents wanting to investigate their adult child's romantic partners with a nationwide criminal background check. Asterisk adult children seeking to investigate their parents and or siblings' romantic partners with a criminal background check in Oklahoma. Asterisk business colleagues wanting to fully investigate each other prior to joining as business partners with a nationwide criminal background check. Asterisk nosy investigative work colleagues who want to snoop around and find out the dirt on their colleagues and bosses with an Oklahoma criminal background check. Asterisk individuals wanting to run an Oklahoma criminal background check on themselves. Does one of these individuals sound like you? Are you wanting a nationwide criminal background check on another person? No. Great. Please contact Dr. Michaela Saramosing and our other licensed private investigators in Midwest City, Oklahoma, process servers in Midwest City, Oklahoma, and skip tracers in Midwest City, Oklahoma today for all your criminal background checks in Oklahoma needs.
What are social media scans, deep internet searches, and do the nationwide skip tracers, Midwest City process servers, and Midwest City private detectives at your Midwest City, private detective agency conduct them?
A deep internet search social media scan sweeps the internet for any public posts made about or by the person of interest. POI. It also pulls up any damning news stories or other articles the person wrote or which news stations, etc., have written about her in them. This special service are dually licensed private investigators in Midwest City and process servers in Midwest City. Oak at our private investigation agency in Midwest City provide can prove crucial to gaining a fuller perspective on an individual. Indeed, just like a Carfax report does not always show every accident a vehicle has been involved in, a comprehensive report criminal background check does not always report every crime, especially if a defendant has had the criminal charge expunged.
Why is a dually licensed process server in Midwest City, Oak, and private detective in Midwest City, Oak at your private detective agency in Midwest City, Oak serving me court papers?
If a dually licensed process server in Midwest City and private detective in Midwest City from our private detective agency in Midwest City is serving you court papers, it is because someone has sued you or is about to sue you, evict you, etc. Please do not simply throw the papers away and ignore them, because that will not solve your problem. Instead, please seek out a decent attorney in Oklahoma to assist you with your legal matter. Also, please do not blame the dually licensed process server in Midwest City, Oak, and private investigator in Midwest City, Oak from our private investigation agency in Midwest City, Oak for serving you with legal documents in Oklahoma. Instead, please just think of our dually licensed process server in Midwest City and private detective in Midwest City at our private investigation agency as a postal worker of sorts. You would not hurt your postal worker, even though they bring you bills and court documents via certified mail, would you? The same thing is true of the dually licensed Midwest City process server and private investigator in Midwest City at our Midwest City private detective agency. Our process servers in Midwest City, Oklahoma, and private investigators in Midwest City, Oklahoma at our private investigation agency in Midwest City, Oklahoma never wrote the court papers, are not involved in your case, and did not even have the spare time to read the legal documents to know what your pending legal case is even about. The dually licensed Midwest City, Oklahoma process server and Midwest City, Oklahoma private investigator from our Midwest City, Oklahoma private investigation agency have families, dreams, goals, fears, happy times, sad times, etc., just like you and everyone else. Our dually licensed process servers in Midwest City and private investigators in Midwest City at our private investigation agency in Midwest City are merely trying to earn money doing honest work to support themselves and, if applicable, their families. They are just humans too.
Am I allowed to simply hide from your dually licensed private investigator in Midwest City and process server in Midwest City, Oklahoma from your private investigation agency in Midwest City, Oklahoma?
You are always allowed to attempt to hide from a dually licensed process server in Midwest City, Oak and private detective in Midwest City, Oak at our private investigation agency in Midwest City, OK. However, all our dually licensed process servers in Midwest City, skip tracers in Midwest City, and private investigators in Midwest City at our private detective agency in Midwest City have much greater and broader access to a large variety of nationwide skip tracing services, global surveillance networks, and other worldwide private investigation and process serving techniques to find you, and find you while. And then our clients will likely seek reimbursement for the fees associated with locating you back from the courts. Money out of your pocket. Please do not make it harder and costlier on yourself eventually. If a dually licensed process server in Midwest City and private detective in Midwest City from our private investigation agency in Midwest City, Oak are attempting to serve you with court papers or other legal documents, please just take them. Your efforts to hide will be in vain. You are no match for our skilled process servers in Midwest City, nationwide skip tracers, and private detectives in Midwest City.
What happens if I simply ignore the court papers at your dually licensed process server in Midwest City and private investigator in Midwest City, Oklahoma from your private detective agency in Midwest City, Oak served upon me?
You are always more than welcome to simply ignore papers that a dually licensed process server in Midwest City and private investigator in Midwest City from our private detective. Of course, the judge or administrator in the matter will issue a ruling against you. If you do not want to have a 100% chance of losing your case, then please just hire legal counsel and show up for it.
Is becoming a dually licensed process server in Midwest City, Oklahoma and private detective in Midwest City, Oklahoma at your Midwest City, Oklahoma private investigation agency a profitable career?
Yes. If you stay with it, process serving in Midwest City, Oklahoma can prove to be an extremely enjoyable, profitable career. Like every other job, it has its good days and bad days, but it can also make quite a bit of money in a short amount of time. Even though it can be more dangerous than many other legal professions, Dr. Michaela Saramosing found it to be a much better career choice that provided a sizably better income than teaching school ever did. Please subscribe our channel and share with your friends. Contact us today at 405-593-3515 or email info@theratogpeacelegal.com for a free consultation.